Hey everyone, it's been a few years, maybe 9. So I thought I would update you all on a few things and um, tell you how my scrapbooking has changed over the last 9 years. Um, I used to be, kind of a traditional scrapbooker. I'm going to flip through this just so you can look while I'm talking. I now scrapbook in a planner. This is my very first year I switched from like the traditional 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11 layouts to memory keeping in my planner. So one of the reasons I changed was because as my kids have gotten older, I just didn't have as many photos. And really, if you're a scrapbooker, you have all these layouts that might have like one photo. I'm a one photo person. One nice big photo that you love, and it might say "my girl" or one word, but it doesn't. Besides the photo being precious, it doesn't have any story. It doesn't have. It's just a photo, and the scrapbook page isn't telling a story. And through the years, I've changed that. For me, it's all about the story, the journaling, the story. And it could be the everyday thing. Like, for instance, right here, my dog trying to fit into the cat bed, just whatever. So my scrapbooking style changed. So I started doing this in a layout, and I tried the spiral. I thought about the Happy Planner because I was introduced to the Happy Planner, but I wasn't sure how I felt about those pages being pulled in and out and how it would hold up. So this first year I decided to try it in a spiral planner. But one of the things I noticed about this was that I definitely did it more like a scrapbook. I was typing. I love to use my typewriter for journaling because I hate my handwriting. And I did a lot more washi, a lot more paper. I was actually, it looks like I was using my actual scrapbooking supplies, and then a few stickers. And then and still doing like cute little like layouts. I still love scrapbooking, right? So it looked like I was tying it in. And then I could see as I go through this, there's a change where I start going to stickers. So this was my first year, and I stopped doing videos about 9 years ago. Like, things just changed. I moved. My kids were like 9 and 14, so it's just my really busy time in my life. My dad was sick. I lost my dad, and I lost a brother. It was just, a lot in my life. So I wasn't really good at the videos, and I don't have great qualities, or my videos didn't have great quality, and I didn't have the time to put the time into it. Excuse me, I'm a little nervous talking. It's been a while. So I just didn't have the time. And I had changed jobs. That was huge because it almost, I had gotten a promotion, and it's just been 9 years. So and that changed. It was quite a few years of, it was tough. It was tough for me adjusting to my new job, my new position. So you can almost see like what went out of my life, and boom, when I stopped. So, and I love scrapbooking, but I had to find an easier way I can do this. I print all my photos right from home. I started out with a selfie printer, but I think I have a Epson, I can't remember what it's called, Epson PM400. Let me see quickly. PictureMate, that's what it is, at PM400. So I print right from home. I find it so much easier. I have auto ship. My ink cartridges are auto shipped every other month, and 48. Time goes by so fast. I turned 52. So I auto ship my my printer paper, or my photo paper, and my ink cartridge, so I've never run out. I print every week. Once in a great while, I might be a couple weeks behind and then catch up, but not too often. So this was my first year, 2021, and so I did really good. I did the whole year, and as you can see, this is actually not horrible. But one of the things I didn't like is that these were colored, and so like I either had to cover it or match it that week, and I didn't like that. I like a neutral color, and if you're a happy planner person, you know what I mean. But you could tell like I started using more stickers, and it definitely was a lot easier. So yeah, so this was my first one. I do like it, and I think it's nice and neat and tidy and not too bulky. So this was my first, you know, traditional scrapbooking to planner scrapbooking, I guess you call it, or memory keeping. So that was in 2021. So I've done one for each year since then. So this is my current one, 2025. I did switch to Happy Planner. I use the big, and then I usually get the expandable disc. Oh, let me make sure this one's good. Expandable disc once it gets a little full. And I change, you know, I've changed as I've gone through, you know, I've learned new techniques. I found different sticker companies. When I first started, I did Happy Planner everything sticker. I bought every sticker book. I had so many, hundreds. And then I found the company. I did set them somewhere. I wanted to. Keleva Plan. I think she was my first non-Happy Planner sticker company. I found. Love Heather. And then through like Heather, I met like, or not met, I found other people like Live Love Posh. Oh my gosh, my absolute favorite. I have to say they're my favorite. And I like them because they're more decorative. They have some functional, more decorative. Where the Happy Planner was more functional and a tiny bit of decorative. I do think they have gotten better with a little bit more decorative in their new releases. So I have been buying a few more Happy Planner, but I really purged and I got down to like one of the plastic containers. Like I'm just down to like one of these of Happy Planner and then a half of one for seasonal. That's it. And because I wasn't using the other ones, because I use my planner as a scrapbook. So for me, I need more decorative. So this is my current year, and what I do is I'm the type to want to put it in the actual day that it happened. I don't know, that's just my personality, how I do it. Ooh, that one's busy. But you know, so many people are like, oh my gosh, it must be nice to have time to do this. But, you know, again, 10 years later, I'm an empty nester. My daughter's home from college for the summer. So, I mean, but she's busy. She's working 2 jobs and she's always gone and doing stuff, and she coaches soccer and she has a boyfriend. And so, you know, she's busy, but I do have time. So I will maybe in the middle of the week come in, or a Friday morning, come print my photos for the week. And then it just takes me a few seconds to do this. So this is this year's. So I always use the back page, and if you guys are Happy Planner people, you know, there's a back page for like, I don't even know. I think it's for like goals, and I'm not sure exactly what they want it. A lot of Happy Planner people use it for currently, like a currently page. It's just crazy looking from my monthly, my first to now, how much different it's changed. So I use my back. This is what I mean. It has like this space. I use it for currently. Sometimes I'll do highlights, or sometimes if I have a month where I have a lot of photos, say we went on vacation, I will use it. But one of the things I found, one of my concerns was, are these going to hold up? I haven't had any issues. I actually bring these to the nursing home for my aunt to look through. She loves to look through them, and I'll leave it there for a month, and then I'll bring her new one and she'll look through it. And she's always been the one the one person in my life that looked through my scrapbook albums and my planners and reads everything I write, the journaling, looks at. She's the one person I feel like truly appreciated my scrapbooking. And so I bring these to her, and my whole point is they've held up very well. No issues. And I also like that I can do inserts when I have little stories to tell or things I want to add in. If I have a lot of photos, I like to do little like strips of, what do you call them? Like photo booth strips. I love to do that. I have an app on my phone. I print right from my phone. I literally today printed my photos for this whole week. I was sitting outside on my deck with my daughter, and I printed right from sitting there to my printer with the photos I needed for the week. My daughter coming home for college. No, she's buying her books tonight. That's what she's doing. She leaves in 2 weeks to go back. And her kitty came, and she's gonna be leaving me. I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be an empty nester again. So I'll show you quickly where I'm at right now. So, ooh, my July. I am slacking. I haven't written anything in here, but I kept up on my photos in printing. And again, I had a lot of photos, so I did an insert. This was over the 4th of July. My little great nephews. So this was last week's. Oh no, this was last week. So again, I had this cute little, these photos of my nephew. So I did that. I just print out photos for this. So one of the things I do, and I'm gonna do a separate video of how I'm gonna show this and then put my photos on, show you the before and after. A lot of people might lay out all their photos and decorate around. I pre-decorate. It's never been a problem for me. If for some reason I wanna, this is just a photo hanging around, I really wanted a photo there, it looks like, I'll just cover that up. It's not a big deal. I always, it works for me. If I need to, I also have some undo. I can take it off and move things around, but I usually don't have a problem. And through the years, I have found that I can decorate more on this side because Monday through Wednesday I don't have as many photos, and then on the weekend leave more open space because I tend to have more photos from the weekend. So I print out my photos for this. This is this week, and then this is my monthly for August already decorated. When you get new sticker books, you just want to use them, so I pre-decorate. Now the problem is, because I'm going to start doing some videos and show you guys how I decorate it, and now I'm like so far ahead, I'm going to have to show people how to, I'm going to start way in the August at this point, but maybe for now I'll show you how I decorate what I already have done. That's if I can figure out some editing, figure out some better ways to record. Because I'm sure listening to me talk on and on is not fun. So this is how I scrapbook now. So I was quickly going to show you a few other things I do. One of the things, I keep going. My daughter was in law school for 3 years, so she sent me photos every week. She wanted me to do scrapbook, so I have this one I made for her. I can't remember what, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, this would have been her first year of law school. So what I did with hers for, let me make sure, is her monthly. I always did little photos from home and told her things that were going on at home, just so she had a connection what was going on at home. And what I would do is I would do this, and then I would send her a photo of the layout for the week. And so this is my daughter's. I did any photos she sent me. A lot of Snapchats of things. I get a lot of snaps from her, so I would screenshot that or go through her Instagram or whatever and screenshot and get a lot of photos which she doesn't send me. And then usually every month I would send her I would write her a letter. So at that last page, I normally this month I did photos, I would probably write her a letter. Let me see. Yeah, so I would write her a letter. So yeah, so I did this, her letter. So I did this for 22 and 23. I didn't do 2024 because in 2024, my youngest graduated high school and she graduated law school. It was a busy year. And then I was finding it like she wasn't sending me as many photos in the beginning. And her life has changed too. Like, you know, like her life was the first few years of college or law school was a little, I don't know, I don't want to say it, but the last year is more settled down with a boyfriend. And she didn't have as many photos. She's not out and about, and it's lockdown for getting through law school, getting ready for the bar and all that. So she didn't have as many photos. So I just didn't do 2024. Not that you guys need to know all that, but anyway, so yeah, so I did this for her. And then she was just home this past weekend and she says that she would like me to go back and do 2024, but could I at least start from now and continue doing one? She would like me to continue with the happy planner. She likes that. And one thing I realized is don't leave as many spots for journaling because she doesn't like to go back and journal it for me. And I don't know what to write for everything that she's doing. So this is a classic size happy planner. And I already had one. This is my journal and I already had one for the year. But I saw this one come out and it started in July. I have a little chip here. I just love this one so much. I had to get this. Didn't need it, but I started in July this one. So this, I like to use the classic for my journal. And I used to use the horizontal one until they changed it last year because I liked the lines to journal in that. So I had to go to the vertical. So this is my monthly layout. I never know what I write here. I write a lot. So this is my monthly, and then I just decorate and then just fill in all the spots. And I'm very good at keeping up with this. Here's July. I say that, but let's see. Okay, well, yeah, I wrote Friday night. I still got to do the weekend. It was a busy weekend because my daughter was home, and they took over my extra bedroom where I craft in. So I wasn't able to get that. So yeah, and then I do currently. So I do my scrapbook, my journal. Oh, I have lots of planners. This is a true, I don't even know what that is, a true planner. This is also a happy planner, and this is my work planner. This is ugly, this is messy, this is just real life working planner. I still like to decorate it a little bit, and I'll kind of show you what sometimes it's filled in, sometimes it's pretty, most of the time it's not. It's very functional for me. I can't live without this. I have a spot in the back where things I need to know and passwords and just things to go to in the back. It's not decorated much, just enough to make you smile, make you happy. So this was just this past week. Not anything great. August monthly. And then this starts Monday. So tonight I'll go through and kind of start planning my week. And then, yeah, I pre-decorate these. These I tend to use older sticker books I don't use a lot in the more functional happy planner sticker books. So yeah, so I do this. I do my scrapbook and my journal. And then the only other thing I do is this is happy planner also. And I do one line a day. I've done this for over a year now, and I just write one line every night about my day, and I'm behind. So I do this. So yeah, and then I also do, this was my youngest daughter's senior year, 23-24 school year. I did this for her, and I actually just finished the last month with journaling and some pictures. I was missing some photos. So I love this because I was able to do inserts. This is all the things about her senior year, everything. So yeah, so this is how I scrapbook now. It's a little different, but I love it. Like I said, I haven't had any issues with the planners. Let me go through my list quickly. I'm a list maker and I have to decorate my list. Let's see how my scrapbooking has changed, why, pros and cons. I don't know if there's a con. I feel like my girls like this better and it's easier to handle, and there's not as many, because sometimes a year, I don't know. I just feel like it's more profound what I say in this. These are my notes to myself for recording videos. But I just think what I do now is more, sometimes it's the everyday things that you really appreciate, you know, just the small things in life, the little things, you know, that you really love and appreciate. And I think I do more of the everyday, and you know, my best friend and I going shopping, having lunch with my brother, you know, just like the little things, and I get a lot more in it. So what else did I ask? My new craft room. I still have my craft room downstairs, but I don't use it. I have 2 empty bedrooms now that my girls are gone, and I have a table here, and I just have a small desk. I have my stickers here, and I work up here. My craft room was down in my basement, and even though it's a nice, beautiful room, finished and everything, I just felt isolated down there. So I like to be here. Let's see. I told you about my favorite stickers. I print at home, my craft room. Yeah, so I guess that's all I have for now. My goal is to start doing videos, show you guys how I do planning and how I do everything. Hopefully you guys will be interested, and hopefully I can bring some new people in. I know I love watching planner videos, and there's not a lot of people that do like the memory keeping in planners, and I think, you know, it's such a great way to scrapbook. And you know, people think they don't have time to scrapbook. Maybe they can, maybe this is something they could do. It's manageable and something like, you know, not as daunting, you know. So yeah, I will be back hopefully within a week or so with another video, and then I'm going to continue to try to figure out editing and different things. So thank you for everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys all soon.